So I want to show you an example of how they work, and I'm just going to jump through a few slides. Okay, so that lounge suite, yeah, not great, but you can kind of see it's a leather lounge suite, 3-piece, I promise you, if you look on this screen, you can see. So they tell you that this thing costs 10,800 Rand. Hey, and man, okay, you want it now because you're man, eh? But you don't have 10,800 Rand. So then they make it easy for you. They say, nah, don't worry with the 10,000, man. Just 641 Rand genyanga. That's it. 641 genyanga, last 650. Remember, we saved that 650. There it is. Nantoka. 3 years, it's paid for. So they catch you. Because how much is 641 times 36? How much is that? Well, let's have a look. 23 iwaga rand. 23,000. Now does it look like a nice lounge suite? Now it's not looking like a nice lounge suite. Okay. So that's how they catch you. So why is it costing so much? Because they charge you interest. They charge you to become a member of their whatever, all nonsense, and then they sell you insurance to cover the 10,000 Rand debt. So if you die, the debt is covered. That only helps them. It doesn't help you. Okay? And you pay a fortune for it. You pay much more for it than it should actually cost. So what you're doing is you're paying an extra 12,000 Rand for that lounge suite just because you were funangoko and you weren't happy to wait and save for it. So that is an extra 341 Rand genyanga for 3 years. So if I just say to you, your lounge suite that you wanted now is exactly the same thing as counting out 100. I better watch myself on the way back to my car, yeah. 300, and let's just pretend this is a 41 Rand note. And every month, for 36 months, 3 iminyaga, when you get your salary, I'm going to tell you, draw 351 Rand, go to the toilet, lift the lid, put it in there, and flush. And you do that for 3 years. That's the decision you're making when you buy something on credit. Okay, it's exactly the same. Then it's a whole lot more. Okay, so that's what we're just trying to do, is try and help you remember the next time you're tempted. So why do we get tempted? What can we do about the temptation? Singenza, Donin. Yeah, I haven't looked at a contract lately, but just have a look at probably a much better way to do it.
You still pay the same amount maybe for 3 months. They keep it for 3 months, then you pay off,
yeah.
And then you get it, but it's the same amount.
You know what? We've all got calculators on our phone. Take that number that they're telling you have to pay per month times the 36 months. See what that number is compared to if you have to buy it cash. Just have a look at that. Then you'll know how much, because there's lots of hidden costs in those contracts. So you must just be careful with that. I'm just trying to help you understand the basics, and then you need to go and ask those questions. Okay? And I assume you all work for employers who quite happy to help you answer questions if there's something that you're not sure about. Rather just go to them and ask them. Take the piece of paper. For money paper, everyone has to give you a contract. So get a contract before you've bought something and say, listen, I just need help with this. Just what does this mean? Is this a good idea? Okay. But yes, I certainly think that would be a better option. than buying on credit. All right. So the question is that 341 Rand every month. You remember everything we do in life, all these choices we make, it's either this or that. Okay? So that choice to sit on that couch today is going to cost you 341 Rand extra per month for 3 years. So that means you're going to have to give up 341 Rand of something. So I just want to show you what 341 Rand could be. It's a loaf of bread every day. So for 3 years, instead of flushing the 350 Rand a month in the toilet, another way of looking at it is you're taking a loaf of bread. Every single day you go and you buy a loaf of bread and you're throwing it away. Every day. For 3 years. More than 1,000 days. Tengi law for your song anyway. You're doing that for 1,000 days. Now if I were to ask any of you if you would do that, you would all say, no, are you mad? I'd never throw food away. Okay? And that's the difficulty. The money it's just swapped for food. So whether you're throwing money away or food away, it's the same thing. Because the money could buy you the food. It's the same as 30 beers. I put that there for Gareth. Because he knows. It's a beer every day. Are you going to walk, open your fridge and pour a beer out every day for 3 years? My daughter. That's not going to happen, eh? The gents, no one I know is going to pour beer away. Or milk or chocolate, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I've just shown you a whole lot of different ideas there. It's a lot of money. And that's just one decision. One bad decision you've made. Okay, so just talking about debt, how do we know when we've got too much debt? Okay, so it starts off, yes,
How do I know if I have too much debt?
Yeah.
Is when I have no money left.
Yeah. So when you're borrowing from one person to pay the other person, then you know, there's a problem here. Okay. So when that you can't see too well, that's actually a truck with a whole lot of people on top there. Okay. So when you're overloaded, when you feel you're overloaded, yes.
What's still there? If we don't flush away that money, where are we going to sit? Because definitely I need somewhere to sit.
Yeah. So again, it's about choices. So you've got to look at it from your own perspective and say, well, is it worth, I'm not saying don't sit anywhere, but is it worth spending 23,000 Rand on a place to sit if you don't have enough food? Or if you haven't paid school fees? Or so you might want to look at a more affordable alternative until you've saved up enough money to buy that. So it's about choices and about the timing of those choices. So you might want that couch, that's fine. But rather save 340 Rand a month until you've got the 10,000 than pay 650 Rand a month for exactly the same thing. It's just that you get it quicker. And that's why all the companies that sell you stuff, they make it easy for you to get it right